what do you call a man who really likes Photoshop?
What?
Phil Path.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
I made that one up myself. How do you like it?
Well... So who's your favorite Pokemon?
my favorite Pokemans is Ampharos.
Ampharos.
Did you play Pokemon? There is the question.
Not really.
Well, that was
You talked about getting into it.
I talked about getting into it, but the thing is, like, I talked about getting into it, like, more recently, and I'm like, oh, where do I start? And then it's like, oh, God, there's so many, and bliff. Like, it's so not welcoming. There's just too much to sift through.
That's an interesting thought, I suppose. It is quite a big fandom now, isn't it? Well, I say fandom. Yeah. I mean, it's a big, what do you call it? Backstory?
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Lore, I suppose. Lore, lore. But
yeah, there's just so much to it. It's like I don't know where to start, and like I don't know. Like I didn't start with it when I was a kid, so I didn't learn the base of it. So it's like now there's a new game, and it's like it builds on all the old games, and I'm like I don't even
the thing is though, story-wise, there's just none of them follow the same story. Right. I mean, they technically build on each other, but it's not really. The only thing that would put me off if I were coming into it now is the sheer amount of Pokemon there are, and
that's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, you don't need to know them all. It's just each game only really refers to about 150 of them, really, until you get after the game, and then it allows you to catch more from all the other games. Because it's kind of like, only a certain amount of them live in each region.
The thing is, I'm kind of like a completionist, and I don't want to play like an incomplete thing. And every time they release a new game,
oh god, you got to catch them all
with
again.
new, and I want one game with all the Pokemon, so I can have like a team of dudes I like instead of like, oh, I really like this Pokemon from this game and this Pokemon from this game, but my team is incomplete without them both.
I see what you mean, because you need to trade between the two. But the thing is, the latest games all have ways of trading online. Yeah, like. There's something called the GTS, or the Global Trade System, I think it means, I'm not 100% sure. And that allows you to... What's the word? It allows you to put up Pokemon and then say, I want this Pokemon in return. And then you kind of trade like that. There's no actual... Because it's for children, they don't like people talking to each other, and you're not allowed to type things in. It's very strange. They did have... on the Nintendo DS, they did have... like a message system where you could. Do you know what Street Pass is on the 3DS?
Yeah, like if somebody else has a 3DS near you, it tells you.
So basically, you could send messages via that. So if I had my 3DS in my bag, I could just have a message that would just send out to anyone I passed, which was cool. But you could draw things, and it got shut down recently.
I'm pretty sure a lot of kids got weird dick pictures.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. I never saw any myself, which is a shame. But
the whole reason I bought one.
Exactly. They told me that this feature existed.
And then you find out the people in your town aren't pervy enough, and then...
Well, that's something I look for when I move house. Are the people in this town likely to street pass me dick pics?
You look at the sex offender registry and you're like, nope, not enough.
There aren't enough sex offenders here. How am I meant to have my sex offenders weekly tea meeting?
Oh.
That's something that I'm sure they have those.
Weekly teas? Meetings?
Have scones and talk about their latest sex offences.
like reminiscing or like AA? Like, I don't know how you're imagining this meeting. Like, are they all going there and be like, all right, here's the thing, here's what I did, okay, brother, stay strong? Or is it like, oh, dude, this one time I assaulted this woman, it was great.
She was unconscious the entire time. It was bliss.
Jesus.
Wow,
we're coming up with some reprehensible characters.
This is terrible. What have we done?
Who's your favorite Pokemon, Shannon?
My favorite? Oh gosh, I don't know. I really like Jigglypuff.
They recently introduced a new type of Pokemon to Pokemon, and Jigglypuff is
Oh,
one
really?
of them. Yeah, in the latest, the second to last game, they released a new type, and it's Fairy type Pokemon. And she's a Fairy type. Well, I say she. You can get male and female Jigglypuff.
Sexist.
God, I am such a geek.
It's alright.
That was right in my ear as well. I heard
what?
That. Obviously, I heard it, but it was like someone hissing right in my ear. It was very weird.
I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know why I said it like that.
Because we've gone back to creepy. I didn't actually realise this was the sex offenders meeting.
Welcome.
It's actually an intervention. We did do research, Dave. And you're...
Uh-oh.
Oh. See, my favorite Pokemons are Persian and Psyduck. They're useless.
Yeah. Why do you like Psyduck?
Here's the thing. I like Psyduck because he's a golden duck without psychic powers.
Okay.
And then he evolves into Golduck, which is a blue duck with psychic powers.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Which I think is hilarious. I love it.
Oh, well, see, at least you have reasons. I'm like, that thing's cute. That's usually my extent of...
But that's the brilliance with Pokemon. It's like there's people who like it for different reasons. Like there's some people who come in and go, oh, I like the cute ones, and there's other people who like play it for that. They train their Pokemon, which means they breed them for fighting. Right. There's just so many aspects to it. It just makes it fun because it's not just even battling. You can enter your Pokemon into contests and that sort of thing for beauty and coolness. Or in one game you can put them into films and stuff like that. It's really weird. There's so much to it.
That is kind of bizarre.
I was talking to another YouTuber who I was talking to you about. Her name's Sammy Reeds, which is plug right there. But she got really confused that I get my groceries delivered to me by a man. Like, is that not something you can do in the States?
You can, but only in certain cities. My sister lives in a big metropolitan city, and
yeah.
she gets her groceries delivered as well. But where I am, nobody does that. So
is there any particular reason why no one does that though? Because I was trying to think. Because for me, it's probably because I don't have a car.
Yeah.
But is it because everyone around where you are has a car, or
no? In the city we live in, everything is so spread out. It's like there's like big, large patches of forests between different parts of the city.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for one company to cover all of that area would take like a lot of manpower and money, and then the cost of delivering groceries would be so high. And, you know what I mean? So it just logistically keeping a business like that running, you'd have to charge so much. Everybody would I'll just drive there myself.
That probably is why it's not so widely used over there. Because, to be honest, for us it's just because it's an extra £3 for delivery, and that means I don't have to go and walk a 20-minute walk to the shop there and back.
Right. No, it sounds awesome. I'm really rather jealous.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'll strive to carry on doing it just for you. Do they put animals down in the Pokemon world? They must do.
I don't know, do they?
They must eat them. Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Right? Would a vegetarian eat a Bellsprout?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. They probably just eat the tall grass, wouldn't they?
They could do, but a Bellsprout's a plant. It's a grass Pokemon. It's made of grass.
Here's my question about Pokemon. How is it any better than dog fighting?
It's not.
Yeah, it's really animal cruelty if you're really thinking about it.
But they get free pet care in the Pokemon world. Just take it to a Pokemon Center after they've had a fight.
Right, and then keep them in a computer for however long they're not useful.
Well, forever in some cases.
Oh, that's where all the Persians go.
Persian, yeah, forever. Like the thing is with me is everyone always thinks about they live inside their Pokeballs, but the way I always used to think of it was they were converted to digital energy and just stored on a computer.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way my child mind thought of it. That's a very complex thought for a child to think, but
no, that makes a lot more sense given that they're put on computers and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone always talks about it must be really cramped inside those Pokeballs. Well, I don't think they're literally inside them,
right.
But then again, it's fiction anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing which Pokemon you guys have gone for.
I've given some hints.
Yeah.
Oh, have you now?
When you were talking about your favorites?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm drawing my favorite guy.
My favorite guy is in here.
Oh, so you're going to draw a whole bunch of them and really... See, you need to stop having decent artists on, because all they ever do is put us to shame and make us feel all bad about ourselves.
I doubt this is going to put you to shame. It's just...
Don't tell me what can put me to shame.
Fine. I'll put you to shame then.
Don't tell me what puts me to shame. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hi viewer, thank you for watching. We've had a great time, I hope you have too. Stop by my channel and you'll hear me rant about other things and also maybe talk about things that are just on my mind. Thank you, and good night.
You need a radio show. That was awesome.
A radio show that will keep people awake because they're scared I'm going to break into their flat. And if you want to see more of this, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. Goodbye. There we go. Now,
Beautiful.
proper received pronunciation as well. It's like I came across a right creep. It's going to be really funny.